Yo, what is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny gameplay video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about exit strategies. Yes, strategies for basically extracting yourself from engagements that you don't have control in. So, let me just say, right from the get-go, my neighbor is doing some work outside. I apologize if you hear any background noise that seems a little foreign, or you hear like equipment and lawnmowers and stuff like that. I apologize. But anyways, so the basic gist here is that essentially what you need to be able to do is make a connection between what you see on the radar and what you see in the gameplay, and using those things to create this sort of mental image of the battlefield. And part of making that mental image is making a sort of prediction about what the sightlines might look like. A lot of this does involve your map knowledge and just kind of knowing a map. But you see here, I'm pushed on by a guy. I've got a pulse rifle, so I can't really win this engagement in close range like this on a warlock. He could probably double melee me before I could get my shots in. I come to the door, but I see more red on the radar on the other side of the door, so I don't want to go there. So I'm gonna take my other exit route. But you see here, radar tells me there's a guy waiting on the other side up to the right on top of these stairs, so I'm gonna take a hard left turn. So all of these guys have their radar as well to tell them where I am. So I have to react quickly. So you have to be able to take in the information that the game is giving you and make an educated decision about how you're going to move based on what that information is. Radar now telling me I'm being flanked by a guy on my level by that solid red behind me and to my right. So that's my opportunity just to boost out of there. So you have to be able to take what the radar is giving you, take that information, couple it with your map knowledge. Okay, I know that there's a hallway over here. I know that there's a pillar over there. By the way, that cheeky wave there wasn't to be mean. It's because that's one of my moderators in my chat, and ran into him in the Crucible, so I waved at him. That wasn't a taunt. But anyways, so you have to take the information the radar gives you, your own personal knowledge of how the map is laid out, and the information that you are visually receiving, like, okay, the guy's a warlock, okay, the guy's got a shotgun, I see it in his hands. All of these things that are giving you information help to inform your decision making. So how you're going to play the scenario depends, it's very situational, very situational. It depends greatly on the information you're receiving. Here I get tagged up, I'm not gonna push that corner. That seems like a really bad idea. So I'm trying to regain control. You want to be able to control the engagement. I pull out my sniper. I wanted to get this guy before his teammate pushed me. When his teammate pushes me, I take damage. I bug out, and now I'm receiving some information. Guys on my left, guys on my right. I have no health. I can't go 1v2. What I need to do is get out. So I pull a quick 180. I double jump over that Titan's head as he pursues me. So completely juke the guy out, get the body shot. He panic smashes. I can kill him, and they waste a super in the process. So I'm taking in the information. My health bar is also a big factor on whether or not I'm going to challenge. So anytime that you feel like you are out of control, that is an indicator that maybe your best bet is just to leave. Sometimes there's something that you want, like heavy ammo. So I don't want to bug all the way out, but I do want to stay alive. So I'm sort of cat and mousing my way around cover, using my radar to predict where he's going. I see the grenade indicator go behind me. I wait for the grenade to detonate before I push forward, and then I can use my cover, jump over, snag that heavy, and then bug out. So basically, I've just denied their team heavy ammo, while my teammate got the heavy on the other side of the map. So it's a big win. So here's another scenario. I take in information, I jump over the wall, radar lights up. Their whole team is there, all three of them, triple stack there. I'm not near my teammates. They went another route, so I have to kill some time. I make the call out. These guys are trying to push me, to pin me into a corner. As I see the radar giving me information, I see a guy come up on my level, so I bug out from here, then I hug the wall, very important because I want to remove the sightlines. So in my head, I'm picturing their sightlines, and I'm trying to stay out of those things. I'm using this little half wall as cover, just to cat and mouse my way, trade aggro with my teammates. That's a big part of winning these engagements and staying alive, is juggling the aggro with your teammates, whether they're, teammates that are in your party or if they're just blueberries in general. You have to play off what they're doing, and sometimes you just need to be able to let them take a kill instead of re-challenging with no health. Hey, if you've got the guy primed, play your life, let your teammate get the easy cleanup. You stay alive, you get extra points for the assist. It's good for the team, and you don't go down and feed the other team points, because sometimes a trade is not a win. There's a lot of scenarios where trading with a guy is definitely not a good thing. So you have to be able to picture these sight lines on the battlefield, take in all the information. Like I see that this, for example, I see that the relic is being captured, so it's pretty obvious there's a guy on the point. Radar's telling me where this guy is. I wait until I see my teammate challenge. Unfortunately, he does go down, but I didn't have any health, so I didn't want to push too early. But I'm able to make a play here. We do end up capturing this relic and playing it out pretty well. But this is a peculiar room. There's lots of different elevation changes. Just the ground itself is pretty wavy. On top of that, you've got the pillar, you've got this circular platform that the special ammo is on, and you've got these sort of constructs around it and on top of it. So you've got lots of things to give you visual cover. Visual cover is a big thing in games like this. You can be in a room where you're 10 feet away from another guy, but you're technically not really engaged with him because you're using your visual cover to keep that sight line unavailable, basically. So super important, being able to picture enemy sight lines. That's the whole point of this video, being able to take in information, picture their sight lines, and juking guys. I mean, using my vertical space there to get that throwing knife in the dude. You have to think about what they're thinking and where they might be pushing from. Are they pushing from, the radar tells me he's to my right. Well, what is to my right? There's an elevation change. He's probably up on that circular platform. That's what the radar is telling me. It's giving me the ability to make an assumption about where he is and what he's seeing. Very crucial to take that information in and make a good estimation about what's going on. So the light color on the radar tells me he's above me, then it turns to solid. I know he's on my level, so I'm just trying to play around this circular device, or the circular construct here. I use the grenade to bank it off of the wall there, that little pillar, and then we're able to make a play on these dudes. It's just easy peasy once you take in that information and make a logical assumption about what's going on. So hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully you start to piece together all the different things in the game that are feeding you information so that you can make a judgment call based on that information. And hopefully that helps you stay alive, guys. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll catch you in the Crucible.